Hello, Diego. This is Chris from VRG Realty. How can I help you today?
Do you have properties available in Otay Ranch?
Great news, Diego. We have a property available in Otay Ranch. Preferred date and time.
Let's do tomorrow.
We have available appointments tomorrow at 10 a.m., 1 p.m.
10 a.m. works.
Your appointment is scheduled for tomorrow at 10 a.m. Is that correct?
Awesome.
We'll follow up with you via email.
Hello everyone, but welcome back to another video. It's Diego here, and in today's video we're gonna be jumping straight into how to build a Vapi real estate bot straight from the beginning. And yeah, this bot is gonna be a real estate bot. It's gonna be able to, number one, book appointments in the calendar, check for calendar availability. You'll be able to access a CRM and get data on that. In this case, it will be properties. And then I will show you how to get the transcript, how to get the summary, and how to input that in your CRM as well. This is gonna be a pretty cool tutorial, and I'm gonna keep it super simple for you guys so you guys can understand it and build it yourself. Like always, the templates are gonna be down below in the description, the make.com templates. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. See you in the tutorial. Forgot to mention, if you're interested in something like this for you or your business, whatever you're doing, we focus on this. We've implemented systems just like the one I'm showing you in this video for multiple businesses this year. And yeah, if you're interested, just let me know and book a call down below in the description, to have a conversation with me. Okay guys, so here we are in the computer. I'm going to be explaining what's kind of happening right now. First, let me go over and explain, Vapi. First we got Vapi, which is, the leading, voice AI for developers. Like here it says this is, it says it's for developers, but beginners can, the learning curve. If you really lock in, if you really, try to learn about this, you get the hang of it really quickly. You don't really need much code. You can follow tutorials like this to learn more about, this platform, stuff like that. But yeah, you'll need Vapi, and to set up a Vapi account, you just need, set it up, and you'll go over to your billing, and you have to add your actual your actual card and daily usage, monthly usage, whatever, and it will be charged automatically. You can set a limit. It's pretty much like ChatGPT, where you get charged based on usage. And then you need to go over to make.com. This is the flows we're gonna be building today. In this case, we're gonna be using Transient Assistants. What this means is that we're gonna use Vapi. Of course, you can go to Vapi and go to the dashboard, and as you can see right here, let me log in. You can create an assistant right here, right? But we're not gonna do we're gonna do that, but we're not gonna use really the Vapi platform. There's something called Transient Assistant, and how it works is that it's over here actually. How it works is that basically when you call the number, it will send a hook, which is right here. For example, I'm gonna delete this hook. You don't need to send it to the same hook. But yeah, it's gonna send a hook, and it's gonna activate the make.com workflow, and this workflow is the one that's actually gonna call the assistant. So we're kind of building the assistant, so we're able to add dynamic variables. Like for example, when in this case when a lead is coming or is calling, the based on the phone number, we're gonna look into the CRM if we have it, if we have the phone number registered in the CRM. And then it's gonna go over to, if it's a new prospect, it's gonna go over and say, hey, what's your name? If it's an old prospect, it's gonna have memory on that customer, and it's gonna kind of change the conversation a little bit depending on what you want it to, right? So you can kind of get the idea of the possibilities right here. You can pretty much do anything from when you get the call, when you're calling, you'll get a webhook call right here, and then you'll respond. You pretty much can add anything in between right here, which is pretty cool, right? So yeah, the other thing we're gonna use aside from make.com and Vapi, it's Airtable, which the links for all of these softwares is gonna be down below in the description. So I have a pre-made. I'm not gonna be building this on this tutorial because it's pretty simple. This is just a pre-made kind of CRM I built, which is basically like, you can use Google Sheets for this. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, I recommend Airtable because it's really good in terms of CRM, stuff like that. Contacts tab, here you can find all the names and all the info. For example, when a new lead comes in, we want to add that as a new contact. This is not my number, so don't try to call me on that. This is going to be a property database example. For example, a user is going to say that the bot is going to give some areas, and then if the user like chooses Altair, for example, is going to give some property details and the address as well. So that's pretty cool as well. So here you can have whatever kind of database. If you're running an e-commerce brand, this can be your orders. If you're running other kind of business, whatever your business you're running, this will be the database. And what's cool about this is that you can add any database you want, right? So yeah, as for appointments, this is gonna be where the appointments are gonna be booked. We could add Calendly, whatever you want, but I'm just really keeping it super simple. Like I said, guys, you can really, if you know about Make.com, you know that the possibilities are infinite, right? And here are the calls. As you can see, when we end the call, this is what we get. And yeah, okay, let's go into building and how to set actually this bot up. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you need to go over to Vapi, and you need to create an assistant, right? And you can create a blank template appointments. I'm just gonna choose appointment setter so that you kind of save time on this, because we want to make it custom. I already have the system prompt, but yeah, right here, as you can see the cost, the latency. This is called Mary. I'm just gonna call it Chris or Alex, something like that. Oh no, we want to make it a woman. It's gonna be Sarah. Oh, just like that, right? Okay, let's call this Sarah. And yeah, as you can see here, the system prompts. This is gonna be the first message you get when you call the assistant, or if you're reaching out to people when you just the first message from the bot, basically. In this case is, hello, this is Mary from Mary's Dental. How can I assist you today? I'm just gonna put, hello, this is Sarah from, it's just an example, BLT. How can I assist you today? That's perfect, right? Like I said, you don't need to worry a lot about the system prompting right now. I'm just gonna explain what is this. Okay, OpenAI provider. I recommend using this one. I use GPT-4o cluster. It's pretty good. And the thing is, guys, you can add knowledge base. So if your business has some type of documents that you want to provide answers for, you can add it right here. And yeah. And temperature, this is like the creativity of the AI. So what this means is the more lower temperature, the less things AI is gonna like try to guess, and it's gonna base more the responses and actual data that it has and the instructions. And right here you can select detect emotion just to give the AI a little bit more context. I always just turn this on because it's better to have more context, right? And right here, like I said, you can edit the prompt however you want. I'm just gonna copy the prompts I used, which the templates you can find on the description. I'm just gonna copy this prompt right here. Yeah, you just copy a prompt or create a prompt. As you can see, this is a very large prompt, and the more short the prompt is, the less the cost is gonna be, right? This is just a couple cents more, but it's definitely needs to be optimized. This is just an example of the prompting, but yeah, you need to provide instructions to what the AI should do, right? So if you want to book a call, which is in this case what we're gonna do, in this case we're gonna be able to access the properties, check availability, book meeting, and end of call report. We're gonna go over that in a second, okay? This is just an instructions for your AI assistants, okay? Transcriber, this is the program that's gonna be actually transcribing the text, to the audio to text. This you can just keep it as a default. It's pretty good. And as for the voice, here is where you can get creative. You can choose a ton of voices. You can choose 11 labs. You can choose Azure. I recommend this one. It's pretty good, and you know, it doesn't cost a lot. Like if you select 11 labs, as you can see, the latency goes up by a lot. Latency, by the way, is the time, you know, the AI response. It's an average, but yeah, it's basically what you can expect. I recommend H-Search from Microsoft. It's pretty good. It's fast, and yeah, it's pretty good. If you want to connect your own voice and choose your 11 labs, that's pretty much very possible. If you want to do that as well, for the speed, you can just keep it to 1, and I like to keep it at 1.3. It just makes it much easier. But yeah, background sound, you can add off, on, office. I like to, you know, add the office, so it's here. You can hear like an office background, like people talking in the background. So yeah, I hope that they add more background sound though. Now for the functions, this is going to be a really key part. In this case, we want to add the functions to be each of these functions a different function, right? So we want to add the function to see the properties, to check the availability, to book the meeting, right? And we need to, you know, create functions, and then create a webhook endpoint, which is going to be our make.com webhook endpoint, right? I'm going to go over and create a new scenario so that you guys are building this with me. So yeah, as you can see, I've just created a new scenario, and we're going to go back here to functions, and we're going to just create a new function. Okay. To create a new function, you need to just put the name, the description of what the assistant is going to try to get with this function, and then some properties, right? Properties can be like an email, a phone number, the area they're interested in. I'm going to go over and show you an example of what this looks like on the bot you saw in the video. Okay, so in this case, the first function we would have is to, you know, go back and see the properties, right? See properties, or see properties, because yeah, the function description I just copied and pasted. This is the area of the property the client is looking to buy in. Is San Diego, like I said, from right here from our property database. Here are the options. So the area, we're gonna, you know, use the area as like the reference, the main reference, right? So yeah, once this is set up, you need to add here where it says properties, and here you can add, you know, the type of data it is. In this case, it's gonna be, they're all gonna be pretty much strings, so you don't need to worry about that. And what we're really gonna need in, you know, view properties part is just gonna be the full name of the person, so we can add it to the CRM as soon as possible, you know, when the first flow, and the email. We're also gonna need the email, so we can also not only tell them the properties available, but also send them over via email, right? So that was just an example to tell the AI what kind of format it is. And aside from that, we also need the property area they're looking to buy in. Property area. So the property area will be, I actually was confused. This is actually the property area description, you know. So I'm just gonna create this from scratch. This function has the purpose to view properties based on the area. It receives whether there's properties in the area or not. It's just a simple example, right? Simple weather. Okay. And like I said, don't worry too much about this. We'll be able to modify this later. Forgot to tell you how to add the actual functions. So when you're done with you know, putting all of this together, what you need to do is go, you know, you're gonna go back to Make. You're gonna create a webhook, and you're gonna create a here where it says custom webhook, right? from here you can just add a webhook and put the name whatever you want, Vapi bot, something like this. This is going to be for the functions, right? This is not going to be for the bot itself, but this is going to be for the functions. So yeah, once you copy your webhook URL from here, you're gonna go back to Vapi and you're gonna just paste this, and you're gonna ignore the secret token. You don't need that. All right, and then you click add, and there you have your first function. Now we need to repeat this process. Number one for checking availability and booking a meeting. Let's go. So yeah, this other function is gonna be the book appointment function. You can see it right here. And here are the properties we're gonna include: location and time scheduled. Now for this, you're gonna put the same webhook, right? We want to control the flow in one single with one single webhook, and I'm going to show you how to just do that. So we're just going to use one single webhook for everything, and just going to copy this again and paste it over here again, right? That's the second function. Let's go over the third. And here's the one for viewing the availability first, because we need to have access to the calendar, or we just need to be able to check availability first before booking the actual appointment. So if there's no properties available, it will come back with there's no properties available, but here are the options, right? And you can get pretty creative with it. And like I said again, this is gonna be the same webhook endpoints. You're just gonna copy it from here to here. Just click add, and yeah. Now we're gonna go over to the advanced tab right here, and here you don't need to worry about much, but here's a silence timeout, and the to inactivity set to automatically to 30 seconds. I think that's pretty good. LMM request delay. You just need to set this to 0 if you want your bot to be as fast as possible. Response delay, you can set this to 0 as well if you want it to be fast. Maximum duration. The call would last. I just set it to there. It won't last more than this. So yeah, and for this server URL, we're actually gonna be. This is where we actually get the transcript. We get the summary, and we get all that sort of stuff. So that's pretty useful, right? And we want to get that. And how are we gonna get it? Through the same webhook URL. So we're gonna get everything right here in this simple make workflow. But if you want to get, want to keep things separate and want to keep the functions in another webhook from the actual summary, I'm just keeping it super simple, and I'm adding everything to one single workflow. It can get pretty messy, but yeah. Server URL request, you can set a secret key. This we don't need. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna click publish, and yeah, now we can check analysis and all that sort of stuff. But guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, what we just did is just the first step of setting this up in make.com and to actually get that dynamic variables. Because if we're gonna get the dynamic variables and really take this AI assistant to the next level, be able to book calendar meetings, you can't really do it with this. You can with the functions, but it's kind of clunky, and you'll not get the same functionality if you do it outside from the source. So I'm gonna teach you how to do this. So the first thing you need to do is that you need to create a new scenario. This is a functions scenario. Vapi, and the other one is gonna be the flow scenario. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna try to get this assistant in form of JSON application, right? So this can sound pretty complex if you don't know anything about coding, but I'm gonna pretty much explain everything and how to do this step by step. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we need to get the assistant, right? And to get the actual assistant, what we're gonna do is we need to go over to the API right here. 1 second. I'm just gonna go try to go to the API and documentation. Okay, click documentation, and then you go to the API reference, and what we're gonna do is we want to get the assistant, right? we want to get our assistant from the API, so we're just gonna do this request like I'm gonna show you. Okay, so you're gonna go to make.com again, to your new Vapi flow scenario, and we're gonna set a temporary module right here, which is gonna be an HTTP make a request module. Okay, this request is gonna be a get request, and it's gonna be the URL is gonna be the Vapi, like you see here. You're just copying this URL, which is gonna be the Vapi URL. And for your ID, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go back to the dashboard and you're gonna go over to your assistant, and you're just gonna copy right here, copy assistant ID. You're gonna go back here and just gonna delete this ID thing and paste your ID. Now you're set up, and what you need to do is you need to set up your headers as your authentication. So as for the value, you need to go over to the API keys right here. I'm not gonna show you my API key because you'll steal my private key. But yeah, you just need to go to the private key and copy this, right? You need to copy the ID and paste it over on Make. Okay, now that you paste it, I'm just hiding this because I just pasted it and hitting it. But yeah, now that you paste it, you just need to select body type, and you just click raw and text. It's gonna be a JSON file. Okay, so and what you're gonna do is just click OK, and you're gonna go here and you're gonna click run this module only, and it should get us the assistance formatted JSON, right? So yeah, as you can see, it was wrong. The actual name was authorization, so you just need to remove that and put authorization. Just go back to your bearer token and just copy and paste that over. Okay, so now if we try to run this, it should pretty much work, right? Yeah, as you can see, we got all the data, and this is unformatted JSON, this is basically our assistant, right? We're getting the assistant, but what we need to do now is we need a way to format this, right? Because we don't know anything. What the fuck is this, right? We need to see this and really understand this data. So what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna copy this and go over to an app that's called JSON editor online, as you can see right here. Okay, so now we have this blank, and we can get started copying and pasting what we just got. I just copied and paste right here. As you can see, I just copy this and paste it, and let's paste it right here. And as you can see, we can click format, and it's gonna format this thing for us, right? It's gonna format everything. And yeah, what we're gonna do now is, this is super important. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna actually remove the following, right? We're gonna remove this org ID and org ID, and we're gonna remove created at, updated at, and we should be good now, right? That was just to because if you run the assistant with that, it will get you an error. So yeah, now we're gonna go back to the scenario, and we are now able to delete this. And we're even able to delete the assistant on the dashboard, right? We don't need this assistant anymore because we already got it in JSON format, and we got it in our own make. Well, not in make scenario just yet, but we got it on our own, on our own coding now. It's custom coded now. So what we're gonna do with the first start of the flow is gonna be a custom webhook. This webhook is gonna be whatever webhook you want. I'm just gonna save this, and you just copy this webhook, and you're just gonna go over to Vapi. And first, what you need to do is you just need a number. So you're gonna go over here to phone numbers, and you're just gonna get a number either from Chewy or from this platform. It's like $2 to get, and it's pretty simple. You just click get a number, whatever number you want, and yeah, you just get the number right here. You should be able now to go over to your settings, and what you're gonna do in the settings is you're gonna go here to skills, whatever your organization, and this is gonna be the URL of your Vapi server, right? You're just gonna add here the URL of the new hub you just created right here. You're just gonna add it right here, and yeah, I'm just gonna add this, and that's pretty much it. Now I'm connected to the new hook right here. Okay, so what we're gonna do after this, we're gonna try and we're gonna respond with a webhook response, right? And the webhook response, what it was gonna do is it's gonna send the assistant back to us. So yeah, let's go. Forgot to mention, guys, you don't need to link your phone numbers to any assistants. You don't do that, because if you do that, you're disabling this, which is called the Transient Assistant. So what this is gonna be is what this basically means is that, you know, once your assistant gets a call, or once their phone number per se gets a call, it will become a Transient Assistant, because it will send a webhook request, because we don't have any assistants right here connected, right? So send a webhook to this server URL, and you know, from there we will provide Vapi with the actual assistants. So what we're gonna do here now is we're gonna go back here. Like I said, we're gonna just put a webhook response, and we're gonna go back to the JSON editor. And what you need to add now is you need to add the assistant, this right here. All right, so you just need to add this, and then you add a column at the bottom, which is gonna be right here. Just add this, and it will close the gap. Show me what's the mistake. Just need to auto repair this. Yeah, you just copy this code now, and what you're gonna do with this code is just gonna put in the body, right? So once you call the assistant, it's gonna get back with the webhook response, right? So let's just run it once to see what happens. So now what we're gonna do to test this actual webhook is I'm gonna be calling the phone number from the Vapi phone. Oh, I now see what's the problem is. I try to call the assistant, and it was a complete pain in the head, because I did it in the wrong scenario. I'm just gonna, you know, organize this scenario more. I'm just gonna put this over here, and yeah, I put in the wrong scenario. But yeah, let's try this out now. Okay, it should work now. So you just click run once, and when you're ready, you know, you just call the number where you connected your Vapi accounts. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so now I'm just gonna call the number, and
set the assistant ID on the phone number. Or to debug your assistant request, check the debugging artifacts that will just sent to your server.
Okay, so we got on assistant fail, right? So we got assistant failed, but our webhook connection actually works. So we're back here in the camera. As you can see, we got our webhook to work, but there's something failed right here that that's making the assistant not able to take the to work basically. So what we're gonna do here, how we debug this, is we're gonna post a request and just do it like this, right? Let's click body type raw, and we're gonna put a JSON application. We're just gonna put a URL, and as you can see, the same authentication or authorization. What was it? Authentication, authorization. What you're gonna do is just go back here. I'm gonna teach you how to figure out how this is not working, because I have an idea of how and why it's not working. But yeah, you just need to post an assistant or create an assistant, and right here. So you need to copy this URL, go back there, URL, and this is a post method. Right now we're doing a post when you want to try this things out. And for this, you need a value which is which is gonna be your authorization key. And we should not get a 400 status. Okay, we did. Property assistance. So what does this mean? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I think I found the issue. So we fixed the other issue, but we to create an assistant, you can't add the property assistant. That was the thing that was messing this up. But yeah, let's just remove the assistant property and just do it again. Just remove it like that, and just remove one of these, and that's it, and it should be successful now. Server URL secret set. We have to remove a bunch of stuff now that it's not really worth it to go over this again. We're just gonna, I think the error, the main error was the assistant was not set up properly yet, the assistant calling function. But yeah, now that it's set up yet, we're just gonna copy and paste it from here, and we're gonna try to call it again. Okay, run once, click start, let's go. So I'm gonna call it.
You have a challenge. Couldn't get assistant.
And it couldn't.
Set the assistant ID on the phone number.
Couldn't get the assistant.
To debug your assistant request, check the debugging artifacts that were just sent to your server.
So guys, I finally found the error. The error we were running into was pretty much that there was some value we needed to remove. Is secret URL secret false. We need to remove this, and we can just run this, and it will actually work, right? Double quoted property name JSON position. This is the last 7, 8, 30 line on 11, column 10. Okay. Now let's go over to the JSON, and right here just copy and paste it, because right here it should be good already. Okay, I'm gonna go back here and just copy and paste it. Then this is just to really see if we got nothing left to fix. And as you can see, it's taking okay, we finally created the assistant, and now it's time to actually put this into the webhook. So what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna put everything that's inside of here. We're just gonna put this here, and yeah, in theory it should work. I'm just gonna verify and add that back to the JSON editor. Let's go back here and add this. Okay, it works perfect. And let's just gonna go here and click OK, and I'm just gonna call it again. Okay.
Yeah. Hello, this is Sarah from BRG Realty.
As you can see, we got our assistant. Hello, sir. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you. How can I help you today?
I'm good. Bye-bye. So as you can see, guys, it actually worked, and now we can add stuff right here and yeah, to filter. We're gonna add the dynamic variables now. Okay. So to add the dynamic variables, we need to filter this by 2. And we need to actually have 2 webhook responses. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna first add the now time, which is already added actually. It's my bad. And then we're gonna just copy this or clone this, whatever you want to call it. Clone this, and before this, we're gonna actually search for the lead in the CRM, right? So we're gonna go to Airtable, search for records, and we're just gonna select the table, which is this table right here, and we're going to do base. It's going to be the real estate Vapi demo. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go to contacts, and we can search the contact by name. So we're going to do first name, or no, we're actually going to search it by phone number, because that's what we're getting. As soon as we're calling, we know the phone number of the person who is calling, right? So we're just gonna say phone number equals, just gonna put this quote unquote, and customer number, right? So if it will detect whether the number that's calling it's in the CRM or not, and if it's in the CRM, it will actually, let's actually run this. So we check it's in the CRM. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do here this, and it's just going to run, and it's going to go back with contact information, right? This is not my email, this is not my number, so don't try to do some weird stuff over there. So yeah, and then we need to filter down. So this is if the lead is new, new lead, condition, the total number of bundles is gonna be equal to 0, right? Because just logic, equal to 0. Okay, so if it's an old lead, the condition, it's gonna be that the numbers is gonna be equal to 1, and it's gonna be total number of bundles as well, right? And right here, what we can do is just we can delete this module, and we can actually add now our dynamic fields into the webhooks. So if you just want to simplify the process of doing all of this and going back here, editing this part right here, what I like to do is I like to create a variable, but this is not really the purpose of this video. So what you can do here, to add dynamic variables. As for the new leads, you can't do much because you don't have this registered. So you just change this, the intro message to, to the new lead, which is, hello, this is Sarah from BRG Real to how can I assist you today? Which that is perfect, right? But for this one, we can actually modify it and say, we can say, hello, this is hello. And we can put the name right here, right? The first name. Hello, Diego. This is Sarah from BRG Realty. How can I assist you today? And right here, we can actually ask for their name, right? Instead of asking, how can I assist you today? What am I speaking to? So it's just gonna choose one, whether it's a new lead or whether it's an old lead, right? And you can add a bunch of context right here. For example, if you have a CRM with a lot of context, you can add that information right here to the system prompt, which becomes really, really insane. But yeah, we're just gonna do that for now. We're just gonna save it, and we know this works because we didn't really change that much stuff. So we're just gonna go over to the functions calls. Okay, and what we're gonna do here is you're just gonna want to add the flow control. And we're going to add the router, click it 3 times, 4 times, and you need to have 4 modules just like this. Okay guys, so I didn't record the last part where I set this part up, but it's basically, fetch properties by area. Here we will search by area, and we need to have this webhook endpoint, so we need to see properties first. So we're just going to run this once and call the assistant once. Okay, let's go. So what I did here, I basically asked the assistant a question. That was regarding with properties, so it needed to look for properties. So we now got some property bundles right here. So we get the phone number, the customer, the artifact, the function call. What type of function call is was a view properties call? So view properties from function call, it was equal to view properties. And as you can see, we can map fields now. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna add all the properties to an array. Probably a text array would be better. The text aggregator right here, and we're just gonna select the here fetch properties by area. Oh, and I forgot here we need to fetch by actual area, right? So we get off our function call, or we get our parameters, and we get a property area, and we're gonna look for properties in the area based on that. So as you can see in the area, we get area, it's a range. Okay, so we're gonna do that, and after this we're gonna just pair all the data together and just gonna run this once, property area of alter range. So we get an input example data, sorry. Gonna run this once, and now we have can delete this and regenerate it. No, actually, guys, I think an iterator will work best. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna grab all the properties. They're gonna put them in the bundle, which is gonna contain the details and the address of the properties. And yeah, we're just gonna do that. The source module is going to be fetch properties by area, and then what we're going to do is we're going to respond to the prospect through a webhook, not an Airtable, webhook response, and we're just going to put the same like format as here. you know, right here, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna actually put the results as the dynamic variables. Here are the properties available before, and we can put a dynamic variable right here. Function call name parameters for OTI ranch, and you go down and down one more, and you can add the arrays here. Here's the properties, and you can add the address, for example, and it's gonna add both the address, both of the addresses of, or however many addresses you have, and then a few details of each address, right? And what we're gonna do is just gonna click OK, and we can test from that. And what I would like to do here as well is I would like to, you know, identify the people right here who are not clients yet, or who are not in the CRM, and I want to add them, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. So either way they come from the other CRM, they're going to be brought right here, and there's just going to be or we're just going to look for their phone number. So what we're going to do is customer phone, and we're just going to the same search terms we did right here. We're just going to do that, just copy and paste it. And if, you know, if the prospect is not there yet, we're just gonna add it, you know, by our function call parameters, name, you know, the phone number as well. Let's go to the phone number. Where's the phone number? Customer right here. And the email. Just gonna do@gmail.com, and just gonna put calls. That we don't need to worry about this just yet. So yeah, let's just save that. And if we call this, it's gonna grab properties and it's gonna return with available properties, right? Now we gotta check availability. You know, I just set this webhook app up so that it's super like readable per se. Not readable, but you know, super practical, that you can add anything in between here. So I don't want to get into my calendar, connect my calendar, or sort of stuff. So I'm just gonna, you know, create an example. So if you want to check the Google Calendar, just click here and get free busy information, right? And do this before the webhook, and yeah, set the range of time, and it will give you an actual range of time. And you can put ChatGPT to give you, you know, 3 times you're available, and just send that back to the prospect. So right here, you know, you can check availability, and to do that, we're gonna actually add the filters. So it's, you know, it's function call name, and all of this is gonna be function call name, huh? All of this, and this is gonna be click OK, and this is gonna be availability, right? To be availability, we go back here, and we need to see the function names. Actually, right here we can just copy this, book appointments. So when we book appointments, text operators equals to book appointment, right? Function call name. This, as you can see, it's gonna go here if it's in book appointment function call. So you can see here, function call name. It's gonna be, we haven't determined it yet, so we're just gonna wait on that. But it's gonna be probably not filtered by this. It's gonna be actually filtered by, you know, by the message type. We can probably put this right here, end of call report, and that should be good. So when we get the end of call report, right? But yeah, that's pretty much it as for filters right here. And as for, you know, to book a meeting, what we're going to do now is just going to search records. If there's the contact is, you know, to find the contact where we're booking the meeting with, and then we're going to create a record, and we're going to create the meeting, right? But we haven't gotten the variables for the meeting, so we need to map that out. So I'm going to call the assistant right now. I'm going to tell it I want to book a meeting, and it's going to come back with the dynamic values for, you know, to map out the meeting step. All right. Let's go. Okay, we map the fields now, and now we can add the fields to the book meeting part, right? function call book appointment. As you can see here, we have the parameters and we have the time scheduled, date and time of the appointment. We can really get rid of here. Date and time of the appointment is gonna be right here, and realtor, sorry. Oh, I put relator. What the fuck? No, we're not using this field because I don't really set up a realtor table yet, but we're gonna do that in the next video. Person, we're just gonna grab the record ID, which is scraped over here from search records, and the meeting, we're gonna do the meeting name is gonna be appointment. It's gonna be the name of the person, and and the name of the realtor, which is not here really, but we can set that up. Call at or appointments, and we just set the name, and it will say, like, for example, my name is Diego. It's gonna be Diego Mayer appointment, and add, we can set up location, like Otay Ranch, right? In this case, an Otay Ranch property. But yeah, that's for all the functions. We got all the functions already set up. We just need to respond via a webhook to this, right? To the book meeting. So we can just respond, you're after the meeting was booked, we can just respond, your meeting was booked for, and we can just put the time, right? Parameters, time scheduled, right? And right there we got our finished functions, guys, and we just need to go back to Airtable and add the transcript, create a record, and add the transcript. So the transcript is pretty simple. We're just gonna go pretty much do the same thing, and we're searching the record to link the transcript to a contact. So we're linking everything to contacts, guys. So the call summary is gonna be, so as you can see, I just mapped the last field, which is the one right here. I forgot to by the way, I forgot to put the filter right here as book appointment. It's gonna be right there, book appointment. Okay, cool. So end of call report, we're just gonna map this. We have the map fields already, so we're just gonna do is just go right here, call summary. As you can see, we got the summary right here, we got the transcript, and we can get the transcript, the written transcript right here, and call date. We can set up the call date, the timestamp right here. The contact, we can add the contact from the ID. We can add the recording URL, right here. And yeah, we could just click OK, and we are done with our functions. So we are done with the whole assistant, and I'm just gonna record kind of what we just built, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna grab another phone and I'm gonna record how this actually works and how this actually connects to the CRM, right? Because right now everything connects to the CRM, even the properties. So I'm just gonna ask curious like normal questions to the bot to test out all the functionality of it. Okay, let's go. So now I'm gonna call the assistant. I'm gonna call him and see what happens in the conversation.
Hello Diego, this is Sarah from BRG Realty. How can I assist you today?
Hello, Sarah. How are you doing today? I wanted to buy a property today.
I'm doing great, thanks for asking. Could you tell me your full name, please?
Yes, my full name is Diego Mayer, that's Mayor, and my email is diego@gmail.com.
Great, Diego. Are you looking to buy or sell a property?
I'm looking to buy today.
Awesome. Do you have a specific area or neighborhood in mind?
No, I'm good. I wanted to actually schedule the appointment in Otay Ranch, if that's possible. Can you show me the properties in Otay Ranch?
Got it. Let me check the availability of properties in Otay Ranch for you. Yeah, also see if we can schedule an appointment there. This just take a sec. Alright, Diego. Here are some properties available in Otay Ranch. Bedrooms. 3 bathrooms. 2.5 square footage. 2,400 pies
Okay.
cuadrados. Lots
Okay,
is
I'm interested in that one. I'm interested in that one.
great. Unfortunately, we don't have any appointments available at noon. Great. Unfortunately, we don't have appointments at 12 del mediodía. But we do have slots at 10 de la mañana, una
Okay,
la...
okay. I actually understand both Spanish and
Oh,
English, but yeah, you can actually book me in for tomorrow at 10 a.m. Is that possible?
dice ella just take a sec. Hola, Diego. Your appointment is set for tomorrow at 10 de la mañana at 982 Windermere Avenue. Otay Ranch. We will
Okay,
follow up with you.
thank you, sir. Okay.
So as you heard in the conversation, I'm sorry, I don't have the another camera to record at the moment. I forgot it. But as you saw, the functionality works and everything worked out perfectly. So there you have it. This is how you can build this out. I went into a lot of detail and a lot of stuff that I shouldn't really, but it gives you more insight onto how to use also make.com. So that was pretty cool as well. So if there's any questions you wanna ask, definitely let me know down below in the comments. And I really hope you enjoyed that this tutorial. And let's go back to the camera. Thank you so much, guys, for watching the whole video. I hope you find a lot of value in it. Vapi and AI voice is becoming something really trendy, and I just wanted to keep up with the trend, provide some valuable information on how to build one for you guys. And yeah, like always, templates are below in the description. And if you want something like this implemented for you or your business, book a call with me down below in the description. 30 minutes, we'll talk and we'll go from there. All right. So thank you guys, and bye bye. See you in the next video.